it's me Elizabeth. I'm back with another video. I'm going to be doing another reading vlog. Let's just get into my plans for this week and what I'm currently reading and all of that jazz. So, I am still reading Bonhoeffer. I haven't read any of this last week, which I need to do. So this week my goal is to read more of this. I don't really have like a specific how many pages I need to read, that type of thing. I just need to read it. That's really the only thing I care about at this point. I just want to read it. And then I'm also just started The Wise Man's Fear last night, so I'm reading that. I'm currently on chapter, I think, 3. I'm on chapter 3, so I'm not super far. I'm like only a couple chapters in. But so far I'm enjoying the couple chapters that I'm in. And then I'm also in the middle of an audiobook, which is called The Hiding Place, the book about Corrie ten Boom. So I have some of that left to finish, but I don't think I have a lot of that left. So my goal for this week is to read some of Bonhoeffer. It doesn't really matter as long as I read a couple of pages at least. Read Wise Man's Fear, just as much as whatever I get read. I don't have a specific amount because this is also another brick. I want to finish the Corrie ten Boom book, and I want to listen to some more audiobooks because I found a bunch of audiobooks on my Audible that are part of the Audible Plus thing, and they're for free, and they're all classics and books that have been on my book list forever to read. So I'm like, if I listen to these for free on Audible, it means that I'm actually like reading these instead of just having these books on my list for years and not actually reading them. I've been reading Wise Man's Fear today a bit. I was just reading it now before I started filming. I might read a little bit more then. I'm also thinking that I might get like a pen or a pencil or something so that I can underline things that I feel like, because I was just reading the end of this one chapter and I was like, I kind of want to underline this, and I was like, why don't I just grab something that I can like carry around while I'm reading this, and I can underline stuff that I feel like underlining. I didn't do that with the first book, sadly, but I kind of want to just do that with books I read. Hey guys, alright, so I'm really excited. This is Bonhoeffer, a book that I've been reading and annotating, and you can see the different tabs here. We have the blue tabs, and then we have all these different colored tabs. So basically my idea for my annotation is that I take a pen and a highlighter and a color of tab that matches the book. So for this one it's blue, and I make them all blue or whatever the color of the book is to match, just so that I don't have to have like 10 different colors and be like, this color stands for this and this color stands for that. I can just have one color throughout the whole thing, or whatever colors I decide throughout the whole thing, and it's just there, and I don't have to try and explain like this means this and this means this. It's just there. So I was trying to go with blue. When I originally did this, I had like maybe 3 blue tabs. Then I recently found some more blue tabs, and so now it's more blue tabs than it was previously. And I also decided to make the tabs go in further than I initially was doing them. So I have all these purple and red tabs in here, but guess what? I just bought a whole bunch of these tabs off of the Dollar Tree website. I bought like 18 packs of these, so I got more blue tabs to add into here. Yay! I've also, like, the tabs I had previously, do you see this? This is a new pack that I found recently somewhere, and I used all the blue ones, and the rest of them haven't really been used much at all. So, it's like all the other colors just get thrown by the wayside, and the blue ones are the ones I want, so, for this book specifically anyways. So now I can fix all the tabs in this book, and that's actually kind of exciting. So I'm gonna go work on that and make it look, it'll look really cool in the end. I'm actually kind of excited. I did it, and here is the result. How does it look? Definitely looks better than it did before. Oh yeah. I don't know if you can see that, but that definitely looks so much better now that it's all blue. And I didn't even use two whole of these. I used like one whole one and part of this one. um, as you can see. So I didn't even need to use 2 of these, which is really nice. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these things that I had previously that's got a bunch of these missing from it because I used them, and put all the blue ones on it so that when I use this, it's just all blue ones and none of the colors are on here, so that I can just use all blue. But this is the result, and I'm pretty happy with it. I'm pretty excited. Now, if you're wondering, like, if you don't already know what all the different tabs are for, it's tabbing all the different things that I've underlined, highlighted, and anything where I've written something with a pen or a highlighter is tabbed, basically. So that's what the tabs are for. Hey guys, I just wanted to give you a quick thing to know. I have decided that I'm going to annotate this book, or, you know, as much as I feel like annotating it when I'm reading it, because I haven't annotated anything up until this point. I did find a paragraph I wanted to highlight, and that's why I decided I wanted to do that. But this cover doesn't have much of a color except like black and kind of like a greenish tint to the cover, so that's why I decided to go with green as my highlight color. So I have a green highlighter. If you're wondering, I'm just using the Zaire highlighters, and then just a black Sharpie S gel pen, and green tabs. I'm working on making this all green. I'm actually going to go through all the tabs that I just said I bought and make all the different things one color, so every time I want to tab something, I just have all of the same color on the same thing, and I don't have to like have like 5 of these with me in order to use the color or whatever, you know. I'm gonna do that then. But yeah, I have to go babysit in like a couple minutes. I will try to do some reading, bringing some books with me. We'll see if I can read when my niece and nephew are napping, if they nap. Alright, so I did read a little bit of Bonhoeffer when I was babysitting because my nephew was watching a little kids movie, but I didn't really read anything beyond that. I didn't read any of the Licensed Fear, but I did do this. So now I have all the green, and I sorted out all of the ones that I had brought with me. Hey guys, it is officially Wednesday. I don't know what I updated you on yesterday, but I did read a little bit of Bonhoeffer yesterday. I don't know exactly how much. But today, I didn't read a whole ton. I didn't read anything earlier today because I was gone all day at my grandparents' and stuff, hanging out with family. But I did read some tonight. I read like 12 pages of Bonhoeffer, and I'm currently on page 263. Here we go. That's where I'm at in Bonhoeffer. I've decided this week that I'm just going to read a lot of Bonhoeffer just because I really want to make some progress in this book. I mean, it's not like I'm not close to halfway or almost halfway, but I want to make progress because I was initially thinking I wanted to try to finish this before the end of this year, and then I realized that I wasn't reading this. So I want to make more progress on this just because, first off, it's just an amazing book and I just want to keep reading it, and also I want to make progress because I might still attempt to see if I can try to finish this before the end of the year. Wiseman's Fear, I'm going to keep continuing that, obviously, but for now I'm just going to super focus on Bonhoeffer for just a little bit, probably just tomorrow, because Friday and Saturday I won't be reading physically, but just for the rest of this week essentially. And then I'll get back to reading Wiseman's Fear. Hello everyone, it is officially Thursday, or Thursday night, I guess you could say, It's like 7 something at this point, probably close to 8 o'clock. I haven't read a ton today, but I did read some of Bonhoeffer. I read a few pages in Bonhoeffer. I am currently on page 271. I'm enjoying this book thoroughly, obviously. It's an amazing book. I did want to mention I haven't read any of Wiseman's Fear since the last time I updated you on it, but I was thinking maybe I would read a little bit then. I don't know. I've just been really lazy today and doing other things, and I just feel like watching Prison Break right now, so we'll see what happens. But I'm currently reading 2 Bricks. I have some very, very exciting things to show you / tell you. First off, I didn't read anything physically today because I worked today, but I did read a whole lot of audiobook, or books I should say. Basically, I finished The Hiding Place, the Corey Ten Boom book. It was amazing. It was really good. I'm hoping to sometime soon, hopefully this next week, make a video on recent reads. So if you're interested in my recent reads, I will be coming out with a video on that soon, hopefully. So I read That Hiding Place, Corey Ten Boom book, and then I also listened to A Grief Observed by C.S. Lewis, which was amazing. C.S. Lewis is amazing. And then I re-listened to Mere Christianity by C.S. Lewis as well because I'm crazy. I'm now at 62 books on my list of books that I've read this year, which is insane. Something else I wanted to show you, as you can see, there's a nice fall bag over here. I have another thrift haul for you because I'm crazy like that. Basically, I went to the thrift store across from my work this morning because I went to work early, and I found a couple of things, a few things I should say. I got a steal on this one thing. So first, I found the first book in the Gregor the Overlander series. Basically, I found a couple of the books in the series at another thrift store a couple weeks ago, and when I saw they had the first one there, I was like, yeah, because I want to read this series, I need the first one to start it, obviously, so I was like, yeah, I'm going to get that. It's kind of a better copy, but I don't care. And then I also found this cool copy of The Trumpet of the Swan by E.B. White. I'm kind of regretting that I didn't get this one book, though, because there was actually, like, I found this, and I was like, oh, this is cool, and then I also found a book that was, like, a biography or autobiography or something. It was a book about E.B. White, and I was like, that's cool, but I'm thinking about it that I should have just gotten it because it was like freaking 50 cents. I don't know why I didn't get it, but I decided, I'm not going to get this right now. But I really just should have gotten it because it was 50 cents. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's fine. I found some DVDs. First, I bought Shrek. I want to mention this. I was never super in love with the Shrek movie. I liked it in the past, but I was never in love with it like a lot of people are. But for the longest time, I've been wanting to rewatch this movie because I don't really remember a lot of it, and I'm thinking I'll probably still like it. So I've been keeping my eye out for it in thrift stores and stuff. If I ever see it for cheap, then I will buy it. And I finally found it. Every time I look, I always find like Shrek 2 or Shrek, you know, one of the other Shreks, but this is Shrek, so that's exciting. I'm also super excited because now I own The Incredibles. The Incredibles is an amazing movie. It's one of my favorite animated movies. I love this movie so much, and you know, it's got a bunch of bonus stuff too, but I now own my own copy of The Incredibles, which is amazing. Now, are you ready for this? This is the biggest deal ever biggest deal I've ever gotten on a TV show, the whole thing. I just bought every single season of Breaking Bad. Okay, here's the situation. I went into the thrift store, I was looking at the DVDs, and they had all the seasons of Breaking Bad. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I'll get a couple of seasons of Breaking Bad, because basically I've seen some of it, but I haven't actually seen the whole show, and I've always wanted to watch the whole show, but I just like, it would depend on whether I had access to Netflix or not, and I only got to watch part of it or something, I don't know. But I eventually want to watch the whole thing, and so when I saw these seasons, I was like, oh, I'll buy like 1 or 2 of them, because they were like $5 each, right? So I was like, I'm only gonna buy like maybe 2 of them. Then I was looking around, and the lady was like putting books out on the shelves and stuff, and she was like, you know that they're half off, right? I was like, what? I was like, no, I didn't know that. And she like showed me the sign where it said they were 50% off, and I was like, $15 for 6 seasons of a show that I want to watch? Yeah, that's insane. I'm really happy. Now I can watch Breaking Bad. I've seen the whole first season, and I've at least seen part of the second season. I don't remember if I watched the whole second season, but I definitely made it to the second season. I don't remember how much of the second season that I've seen. So whenever I finish rewatching my Prison Break rewatch, I might watch this next. Me again. I thought I'd come in with a clip because I'm pretty sure I forgot to mention a book that I listened to yesterday. I said I finished The Hiding Place, the Corey ten Boom book, and then I said I listened to the A Grief Observed and Mere Christianity, right? I actually forgot to mention a whole book that I listened to as well in between A Grief Observed and Mere Christianity. I don't know how I forgot to mention this. I think I was just like really tired and just out of it or something, I don't know. But I did listen to Animal Farm by George Orwell. I don't know how I forgot to mention that because it's Animal Farm by George Orwell, but I did really enjoy Animal Farm. Again, that was my first time reading it, so my first time reading a George Orwell book, to be specific. I do want to read 1984. I have that on my list to read, but I read Animal Farm. It was actually really good. I was like, what in the heck? I finished 4 books, but I only started 3 of them in one day. Hello everyone, it is Saturday night. It's like 11 or something like that, or past 11, 10 something, I don't know. It's almost 11 or 11. Anyways, I've been listening to an audiobook all day for the most part. I did listen to a little bit of music and my Bible, but I've been listening to Eldest by Christopher Paolini, the second book in the Aragon series. Inheritance Cycle, excuse me. It's a reread, but oh my gosh. There's a reason I love the Inheritance Cycle, because it's just amazing. Oh my gosh. It is so good. I have like 5 hours left, so I got pretty far, but, and wait, I think Eldest is the one that people say is the most slow book or whatever, but I love it. Oh my gosh. It's amazing. I love Eldest. I love the Inheritance Cycle. It's just amazing. I've always loved Christopher Paolini's writing. I love every book that I've read by him, which is every book he's ever come out with that I'm aware of. It's absolutely beautiful. It's amazing. I love it, and I love Christopher Paolini, and I know there's a lot of people, I feel like there's a lot of people that read it and they're like, okay, this is whatever, or oh, they don't really care, or I don't know. I know I've had people say they don't really care for it and stuff, or they tried to read it, and I'm just like, this is so good. Anyways, I just got back from work. I'm probably actually going to end this vlog here because tomorrow I have stuff going on. I have to go to church, and then we have a church thing. So I don't know if I'll get any reading done tomorrow in the slightest. Also didn't read anything physical today, if that wasn't apparent. But I did read 2 chapters in Matthew and a bunch of Eldest. Or listened to, I should say. Basically, I listened to Matthew last week, the whole thing, or finished it or something, whatever. And then yesterday, I started re-listening to it, and I'm continuing that today. Basically, I'm just gonna read it / listen to it over and over again, and then I have to write 2 pages about it. So, I've kind of started the 2 pages, but not really. I'm going to end this vlog here, so if you like this video and want to support me, feel free to like, subscribe, comment down below. And if you want to be notified when my videos come out, turn the notification bell on. Comment down below what you've been reading this past week. And if you're into history, historical, fashion, or science, check out my other channel link below. I will see you in the next one. I hope you have your own fun reading adventures. Bye.